In continuation of our series on application of express entry to go to Canada, I'm going to be focusing on today on documents that you need to submit your express entry application successfully. In my last two videos, I've shown you that in order for you to be able to enter the pool, I've told you that you need to do an education credential evaluation using the WES, and also I've shown you that you need to write your English exams. So these two documents are what you need in order for you to enter the pool. If you have the required CRS score when a particular draw is being made, you will be invited to submit an application for the express entry. And while getting ready for invitation, especially if you know you have a good CRS score, the documents that you need, first, you need your passport. So if your passport is expiring soon, then get ready to renew it before you enter the pool or when you're already in the pool. The second thing is that your language test results. Make sure that you have an hard copy of it because you might be required to send a scanned copy of your test language exam. It doesn't have to be IELTS. It could be the Cambridge or the equivalent of any of the English language exam that is required in Canada. If you're a French speaker, you might prefer to write a French exam, or if you can speak both, it's even better. The more the better, you get more points. If you have a CRS score that is lower than 400, then you might want to also apply for the provincial nomination while waiting for application. For instance, you can apply to Manitoba, Ontario. Each of these provinces that I showed you in my last video do what is known as provincial nomination, depending on the type of skills worker that they require at the particular time. The other thing that you need, which is the fourth document, is the written job offer from an employer. So for those that are already making application for jobs, you will need that offer letter, but this is optional. It's not a must. So for the provincial and the job offer letter, these are optional documents that you can use in your application. The major documents that you need is the police certificate. So if you've lived in any country for more than 6 months, you need to provide a certificate from the police of any country that you've lived in the last 10 years for more than 6 months. So even if you are just in that country for an internship, as long as there is a record that you lived in that country for more than 6 months or up to 6 months, you need the police report from that country. For instance, I lived in Germany and in my country, and then here in the UK. So if I was making an application, I would need to get police report from those 3 different countries. The document you need is your medical exam. And the medical exam is not just you going to your doctor to get a letter. The exam is known as immigration medical exam, and there are panel physicians that are recommended by the Canadian Health Office. So every member of your family needs to make an application. If you are coming alone, then only you will need to do the exam. All you need to do is to visit this website and check for the different hospitals that they will accept the medical exam from, so that you don't just waste your money. So please, I will put the link to this particular page in the description box. And then once you've gotten your police report, you've gotten your medical exams, the most vital one is that you need a proof of fund. And for the proof of fund, the amount you need depends on the size of your family. If you are going alone, then you need about 13,000 Canadian dollars. If you are a family of just husband and wife, you need 17,000 Canadian dollars. If you're a family of 4, then the amount you need continues to increase. And if you're a family of more than 7 or 8, you just need to add to 36,000. Just keep adding 3,700 and something. So that's how much you need as a proof of fund. And this proof of fund, you will need to declare how you got the money. So you might need to put such money in a fixed deposit for your trip, for your journey to Canada. You need a birth certificate. So for those of you that have children that is coming with you, you need their birth certificate. And these documents are very easy to get. Sometimes it takes time to get them depending on where you are. For instance, the medical exams might be very challenging for some people. It might take like 2 months or 3 months to get the result. Getting all these documents together, then you are ready to make the application that you are invited to submit. The review of your application might take time, and please note some of these things requires money. For instance, some countries might ask you to might charge for the police certificate. The medical exams will definitely cost you some money, and that is why you need to start arranging all the documents that you need together. For those that have selected that they have relatives in Canada, they are going to need to provide a proof of their relationship to the relative in Canada. So maybe the relative will have to send a letter to you, plus their plus digital photos from the person that is in Canada, and other things that affiliate the two of you together. So you will need to provide all those proof. So that's it about the document required that is required for you to make your express entry. If you are planning to go through this route, I would recommend that you take your time to read the information once again and gather all the things you need. If you have a good CRS score, you might be in the pool for less than 2 months before your CRS score is being called, because I think sometimes they do nomination about 2 or 3 times a month. So I wish you all the best, and if you are successful, please share your good news with us so that we can celebrate you. And thank you for watching. Goodbye.